you know what you're doing?
Yeah, that's a good question. Do you know what you're doing?
Mr. Work Experience.
Mr. Work Experience. He's got a beard now. He's not work experience anymore.
He's got a pube.
I've gained some XP.
Right. Do you actually take this seriously then?
Well, I'm ready.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Irons.
Hello and welcome to the Construction Sport Podcast.
That was shocking.
I've always wanted to do that. It's a bit different today. It's a bit different this week. This is episode 40, I believe. And,
is it?
This will be episode 40 going out.
Ooh.
And as you can tell, it's not regularly Steve Kerslake hosting this one. It's Alex Davis today, but we have got Steve opposite me, and Mr. Kerslake is going to be talking through all things construction sport with me, all things exciting stuff coming up. Definitely, there is something definitely very exciting coming up, but I'll let him get onto that. And
Mr. Davis, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, cheers for coming on, Steve. It's so nice of you.
It's quite different, actually.
Do you like the studio?
People moan about his mic, so I don't know what to moan about. If you just know it.
Yeah, people that just complain, don't they? I think it's absolutely fine.
Yes, how are you, Alex?
I'm all good, mate. No, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
No, it's no problem, mate. Yeah.
Is this the Alex Davis show now?
It's Alex Davis show, yeah. It's all the radio background is now coming full force.
Go on then, give us this.
No, I'm not giving you radio.
No, I thought it'd be good. I didn't realise it was number 40. I know today we're on 37.
Yeah, today's
But
37.
obviously, with a few in the locker.
Yep. This will be number 40.
4 weeks. So we've come far. 40 podcasts in 40 weeks.
Yep, not missed a week. We've not missed a single week.
And that was the one. And we are midway through holiday season.
Yeah, so it's a bit tough. There's only 3 of us in the office still.
So it is all about keeping the podcasts moving. So we are going to make it, aren't we? Because I go away for 10 days. Phil Saunders is out today.
Phil Saunders is up today. It's another very interesting chat. It's quite a long podcast, that one, but it's a very, very interesting and insightful chat about mental health and his journey.
Any else in the locker? Is that it then?
Alex Gotts and Craig Copeland is
yes,
out.
they're coming.
Yep.
Cool.
So... Plenty of podcasts, plenty of guests. Jimmy Hendry's just been out as well, and that was a very, very, he's a very passionate man, isn't he, Jimmy
it's
Hendry?
unbelievable. Some of the stuff he's come out with, but I don't know if he's up there or if my algorithm's just following him a little bit more now. But yeah, he's all over it. And the stuff what he's saying about water and the support in the water and not wasting water, just shows you why aren't the powers that be listening to him. You know what I mean? He knows his stuff. Yeah, the agendas that are out there. And we're getting to see that. And that's one of the main kind of ideas of doing the podcast like this today, because you start to uncover different agendas that are going on in the sector, what aren't necessarily in the best interests of the working class people on the ground.
That's one way to put it, isn't it?
That is one way to put it.
Yeah.
So we are going to... shut down. We're going to get into it a little bit then, are we?
Yeah, so we're going to just go through, basically, so you just know why it's actually worth sticking around to listen. We're going to take you through construction sport last few years, what the aim is, what we want to do, and what we're currently working on to make the industry a better place.
There's a whole between the room here, there's a lot being worked on, isn't it, really? I know the podcasts are going out weekly. But Alex, William over there, I'm used to going looking over there for Alex.
Yeah, Will's in the corner today.
William is working on a little package at the moment. Our Will, whatever your name is. The brochure.
You know when like nans go through every sibling wrong before they get your name right? So that's what
the dog comes first. And then, so Will's working on a brochure at the moment for the Construction Sport 100 Club and for the members of supporters doing everything we do. But the main aim for that is we've packaged it all up with the help and support of Aspen Insurance, who come on board and have massively helped actually get everything we're doing and put it into a world where the public can see exactly what that is all about and why we do it like this, why we have the podcast, why we have the membership, why we have
our events,
and what the bigger picture is. Because that's what we get on. People do get the message, I think, actually, that the events that we do are the therapy sessions, pretty much.
Yeah, I think sometimes that can be a bit confusing for people. Not like the people wouldn't get, because it is that we do quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it's understanding that we don't necessarily have people come in and just sit and have therapy lessons. The therapy is, going and doing the sport. Some people say, we had a great day at the rugby today. We raised awareness. And you didn't just raise awareness, though. You actually took part in the event and you played and you enjoyed yourself.
Supported your own mental
That was
health
your therapy,
as a construction worker. That is what we do. And that can be seen in our testimonies department of the brochure that's been made, isn't it? There is a lot of testimonies in there through every sport and event we've done, pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah. Rugby, football, walking, treks.
And everybody says it's helping. So, yeah.
A lot of good feedback. A lot of good feedback.
It is cool, isn't it? And it's coming to light now in the way that we're moving on. This podcast has... it's It's hard to read. I'm going to say this a few times in this show, but it's hard to read the cookie jar when you're sitting inside the cookie jar.
Yeah.
It's hard to read the label when you're sitting inside the jar.
That's what you mean, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And when you're in amongst it, you forget about actually we've come quite far.
Yeah.
Because only 2 years ago in this room, it was being painted and decorated.
Yeah, I remember sitting in and it did not sound like this. There was nothing on the walls. It was very loud and there was no carpet. And it was all...
And now we're
But
seething and need to get out into a bigger place because we've run out of room.
yeah, we've since hired Will. We've since hired Katie.
And we need aircon.
Oh, mate, yeah. We're going to get an aircon unit, mate, by the
And
way.
a toilet
'cause-
system that works.
Yeah, it smells down there, by the way. Still.
Someone's done
Something down there. It smells bad.
Who's been down there 5 times today?
It's very true.
The
I
only
only seen you at your
person-
desk once. Just keep fucking off.
The guy eats 2 pieces of bread a day and shit 75 times.
This is how it feels, yeah? You sit in that corner, you just get rinsed.
Peppered. You'll be crying. Oh, what's happening? He's just shut something down.
Did you just close something
Oh,
off?
I've kicked something.
Oh, that's it. Is it working still?
Can you hear yourself, Steve?
He's on strike, isn't he? I'm not dealing with this pressure anymore.
Can you hear us? And Steve, you can hear me.
What?
You...
Yeah.
Right, let's see.
Hey! Yeah, so it's a
Anyway.
little reflection of where we've come. Katie's obviously come on board since
Yep.
Christmas. It's been amazing.
Yep.
Very proud to say as well as that Eve Lamex has now come on board as a
Oh, yeah, she has.
supporter.
Yeah, she's good
not only a
ambassador
supporter,
now.
she's an ambassador and very much flying the flag.
Yep.
She's doing very well with tender trainers. And then the other one, I'm not going to say quite yet because I'm confirming in the morning.
Okay. But speaking of Eve Lamex, do you want to, because obviously she's coming on board to help with
Yeah,
the
she's
100 Club.
helping on.
So
She-
let's first talk about the 100
Yeah,
Club.
so on that, yeah, Eve's pretty much come on board to help with the 100 Club membership side of it because she runs a membership platform basically with the tender trainers, and she deals with multiple people, multiple levels, all different businesses, business sizes, and she really wants to help. She now lives in the south of France,
She's
working,
by the Pyrenees, isn't she?
yeah, where the building,
It's a hard
where
life.
the her company's going very well, and she just realised she's got a little bit more flexible time because life out there is a bit more easy than this absolute shitstorm rat race that we all work and live in. So she said, I want a bit more time and devote it to us, what is amazing. So having someone of her caliber, who's worked in the main contracting world with, as a QS.
For a long time as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, we've been around. She's been across the world with it, from Australia, New Zealand, Australia to the UK.
Knows her
So
stuff.
she knows her stuff. She's seen it firsthand. She's worked across multiple projects. She's witnessed multiple things across all sectors, and sees how it is delivered. So yeah, well, she is now Team Construction Sport. It's amazing.
Sport.
Yeah, so that's going good. So we're with that, and the platform is going to go out. What the platform? Our kind of marketing campaign needs to push on more, getting members in. We need the help and support. We are getting pulled from pillar to post by all levels of the industry. So we are recognised now across the industry.
Yeah.
I'd go as far to say we're in the top 3, especially in the infrastructure world of construction, the area that we negate in. We're up there as one of the top charities now. When people
I don't
speak, I was at a
disagree.
big event, the Construction Leadership Council Health and Safety Summit last week, and it was mentioned in there, and our name was pulled up. So that is, we're being recognised in the lights of multi-millionaire pound charities, basically.
Yeah.
People are backed by the biggest people in government and the industry. We're not. We're backed by us.
Yeah, just back by ourselves.
And we are now spoken about in those same circles. So that has only happened because of our noise. And that noise has been echoed because of this room.
Yeah. The drum banging.
Yeah, so to be able to put on our 40th week, this episode, and know that we've done 40 out of 40.
40 out of 40 weeks,
cool,
almost
isn't
a
it?
week. It's quite
It's
good.
cool.
Yeah,
We will do it, yeah, but we're not failing that. It will happen. And we actually said that when we were at guests, we'll do it together. But this one isn't because of that.
No, we've got plenty of guests.
You've got
But we
plenty of guests.
just wanted to.
We just needed, I think, to stop. And did you say that where are we? Who
Yeah.
come? But the podcast has
Let's
come
update.
so far, isn't it, really? Though we've only just said it the last few episodes, the viewings are
Yeah, the viewing's
going
coming up because obviously when just starting out around a podcast, I mean, obviously it is quite a saturated market at the minute. Everyone and their nan's got a podcast. Let's be honest.
yeah.
So it's quite a tricky thing to just start. Oh yeah, I've got a podcast. Go listen.
They haven't got high definition, high quality podcast.
No, see, you've got high definition, 4K, high quality. The audio's crisp.
That is the
guests are
compliment.
great.
That is the compliment
So-
I get all the time.
Do you hear that? You
Yeah.
have said to me a couple of times that people do say it too.
People say the quality of your podcast is unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they heavily comment on it. And they also, the quality of it. And I always say
nice.
to them, the best measurement of a decent podcast is listen to it in a van.
In a van, yeah.
Yeah, because when you're in
you've
a
been
van,
there.
yeah, at least, and that was it. Not so much the van now; it's a bit more enclosed. But my previous van was
And the windows didn't work.
combi seat. Yeah, no, that one works now. I still got the
yeah.
good one. The combi van, the transporter, cracking van. But if the volume the audio, it's not the van's fault. If the audio's not right, you just can't hear properly. So you need decent quality audio. That's what I've learned. As a ground worker who's not in this world, I've identified that. And that is why I said, when we do this, we do it properly.
Do it properly,
It took us a year to get it, didn't it?
Yeah,
really?
it did take quite a while to set this place up.
From day one of saying we're doing a podcast,
Yep.
it was pretty much a year to 10 months. Wasn't
It was. I remember you putting a post out on LinkedIn in December of 2023, being like, "Give it another month, our podcast will be up and running." And then it was November
Was it? Yeah.
2024 when our first episode went out. Just because
if you're gonna do it, do it properly.
If you're gonna do something wrong, do it right.
Yep.
Do something right, do it right.
Yeah. So that
exactly
was the
that.
idea of it, and I think we're all pretty proud of it, and we have far become it.
I'm so chuffed with how it comes across. I do think it does look good. So I'm pleased that people tell you that it looks good, and I'm happy with each episode each week.
I'm kind of in the. I get the easy bit really. I know you spend about fucking 8 days on it every week, and
I spend way too much time on this shit.
I'm in the privileged position of I actually kind of forget about it, and I forget about what episodes are coming up, and then you drop the little mini clip, and I go, remember that one?
I remember that one.
But there is a very special mini clip out now. Here it is. See if it'll come out. What can we do it?
For God's sake.
That has got to happen. I'm not going to give it away, but that mini clip has got to happen. Yeah, so we've had a number of guests on there. The Christmas special was just absolute banter.
Christmas special was great. Christmas special was great. Pete, I was afraid.
It was the commitment.
I'm going to talk about the Christmas special actually because I was afraid it might come across a little bit like we're just like a few guys that are just messing around. Like we're not really taking the charity serious like that.
Yeah.
But it was more a case of we've done 40 episodes and that was the only one where we like maybe was a bit silly with it.
You have got the right to piss about if you know more than everyone else.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And we were still encouraging the fact that when you're with your mates, when you're social, it's still. Do you know what I mean?
We aren't
it was
pissing about.
Christmas at the end of the day.
We ain't pissing about and joking 365 days of the year. We go through the shit of listening to everything that goes on in this sector, and we need a bit of downtime.
Yeah, you got to have some downtime.
So we had some cracking.
We had some cracking downtime. We enjoyed ourselves because that is what it's all about.
Yeah.
And like you say, what is it?
Jesus
You say you can't fight.
Jesus turned
you
up.
can't fight depression with depression. So
there you go, and that's the best thing with it. People always say to us, and we will infect every group of people we go to with laughter and fun. And that is what I think has sold us till today.
That's the way to be.
Time to be depressed in this world. We've got to crack on. We all have downtimes, but we don't need to create downtimes of being down. We need to create good times. So, and it's just funny. And the funny thing about that is we actually got quite a lot of views to it in comparison.
It went on
for 3 days, didn't it?
It was a 3 hour long podcast.
You can still smell it a little bit in it.
Yeah, it was quite bad. Yeah, we had like dinners turn up and
So that was good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I haven't actually thought about this at all, but I'm trying to think of some of the highlights that chats we've had. Jeff Vincent's always been great on there.
Yeah, Jeff Vincent's a good laugh.
Again,
he
Christmas
gets it.
one, the Christmas one, Sammy.
Christmas one, Sammy was funny.
JJ's been a couple now, hasn't he?
Yeah, JJ's been on too. When they recap the cycle ride from Hinkley's side as well.
Ross Noakes.
Yeah, Ross is good, military
Great
man.
Crack.
He's good.
And our international guests, though.
Of course, Brett Smith.
Smith.
From Minnesota.
Minnesota.
He was a very American man, wasn't he? But he was brilliant. Yeah, he spoke very well.
It's quite cool because I actually look at that, and now we're going to take Eve and Ricky into the equation with this because they're from Australia and New Zealand as well. So, okay, they live in London. Did live in London. Now live in France. They are international.
Yeah, 100%.
They're more international than international thing. And then we had the home nations. We've had the Welsh and we've had the Scottish.
Yeah,
Jimi Hendry, who is officially our most Scottish Scotsman.
He's very Scottish.
In the whole of the UK.
He's so Scottish. His accent is so good.
Do the subtitles as good? Or
it took me way longer than it should have. Yeah, sitting there, it's like, what the hell did he say?
And
it was so bad.
Our dear Phil Saunders, who goes out today.
Yep.
Tomorrow. But he's obviously come all the way from Wales, Pembroke.
Yeah, but he's also the most English-sounding bloke I've ever met. Yeah, he's not from Wales at all. But he lives there.
Yeah.
How long has he been in Wales?
Couple of weeks. I would hazard a guess at 10, 12 years.
He's been there a while. Yeah, he's Welsh. Yeah, he's come over from Wales.
I might be complete. I'm thinking of when he left uni. What would have been when I was 18. He was coming towards the end of uni. His end. So he's 3 years older than me. So yeah, it might be more than that. But yeah, he's a great guy. That's coming out. Looking forward to hearing that one. Jack Rumble coming, so it's good to get Jack in with his advice and support.
Jack's a very well spoken.
I've started this now. If I forget people, you can have
can.
Danny Clark coming. That was interesting.
Yeah, CITB.
CITB coming down. Yep. That's good. I like that. I actually want to reach out to a few more bigger organisations because I think it gives them the opportunity. Because like I said, I did a call earlier with someone. And a lot of these organisations, no disrespect to them, but it's just the way they're set up and the way they operate, are kind of faceless a lot of times. So as soon as you can put a face to the media, can put that to to these people.
Well, that's so important to do that as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
it makes such a big difference.
Well, you just teeing yourself up for absolute criticism, aren't you? You get annihilated. If someone, like, I would annihilate people or go at someone, but then if they go, do you want to go for lunch, Steve? Yeah, no worries. And then like, a couple of weeks later, go, I was going to annihilate that firm, but he works for him. So you trump me by coming on our podcast. There you go. You can't get hammered by me too much if you come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because
you put
a face to the name, and your organisation, you are fronting it up. And it's just that personal thing, isn't it? It's nothing like hammering someone, then you find out who they are, and you realise they're massive.
Oh shit! I wanted to get in their pockets.
More of a challenge. So there's that. But
Katie Kelleher, CPA.
Katie Kelleher, what crack! That is there's probably one of the funniest ones. I'd say there's been some massive laughs and barrels of laughs. I'll tell you look at Katie's one of the funniest ones, just because she's so it's in a complimentive way. Her humour is infective. Like she brings that aura to it.
Yeah.
And I can introduce someone within seconds we'll be laughing. I've only known Katie 5 minutes, really, in the grand scheme of things. Over the years, we've spoke on and off. But in our short-term time over the last few years of knowing each other, she's I've called on her a few times when I've needed a bit of support in certain ways.
Yeah.
She's been golden.
Yeah,
and she obviously put us in touch, and she was very interested from the CPA's perspective, and put us in touch with Steve Mulholland, who supported us. So that was good.
There's honestly just, we could sit here all day and go through all of the guests, because everyone that comes on.
It's quite a cool thing to do, isn't it? When you start thinking about it.
Yeah, but like you say, we're going to forget someone just by no fault of our own.
I brought my old man on. That was entertaining.
Oh, Bernie Kerslake came on. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Story about how he refused
washing windows and driving taxis.
Yeah, and not allowing Piers Morgan into my cab.
Yeah. What story?
And his comment of Sadiq Khan's done more damage to London than Hitler. That was that's
quite a comment.
That was header. Mind you, it's getting worse, isn't it? That Sadiq Khan. I'm not going to get too much.
Yeah, it's something that
Jesus Christ. I was in London last week, and the guy got stabbed to death just around the corner with that.
Where at?
Seville Street. It was just in Knightsbridge.
Yeah, I
was in West London, and
the other days then.
Yeah, it was like the same day, and someone's nicked his watch and stabbed him, killed him.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Young 20-year-old something with wife and kids.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, madness. But that is the town, that is the city we live in, unfortunately, or we are working.
But it's like this, what was it? Idris Elba did a campaign on it, didn't he? There's so many big names and campaigns that are coming out to fix that sort of issue. And I just don't feel like things, I don't know, it doesn't seem like cogs are actually moving. I don't know. I don't.
If they close off all the knife crime, they won't be able to get their cocaine.
Controversial one, that. It's one for the clip.
Someone said that before. I said, why is there so much of it in London, around West London? Like, I was in Chelsea, King's Road once, and I rang my dad up. I said, Dad, I'm just at this pub. And he said, I should do us a favour, so get out there and go somewhere else. I was like, why? He went, well, that's one of the biggest council estate areas and roughest estates in London, let alone that part of London, let alone the whole of London. And I thought, well, I'm on King's Road. This is like the home of Made in Chelsea. We was working on a job down there. And he said, no, it's not, get out of there. And then it just put to me how close multi-millionaire billionaires are to the end of society that are all killing each other like that.
Yeah.
And, someone always said it on site. We said, well, it's all postcode wards, but it's pretty much all these rich people need their drugs. So that is like the drugs, the war of drugs is on the streets of these very high end places.
Yeah.
So
because it filters down from the top of the top, the people that have got the money. Well, it's like, have you seen the Gentleman on Netflix, the series? It's like that. It's the people with all the money that are actually running the whole thing, and everyone that's rich around that area has got some sort of finger in a pie to do with that.
Yeah. So but that's a whole new level of
that's
crime and podcasts.
And that's a big discussion.
Yeah. So they've been good. Dad coming, Kate Kelleher. Yeah, podcast's going really well though.
Yeah.
Going very well. Events have gone really well.
Yeah.
Over the
moving on from podcasts, you want to talk about
what we done?
What was our most recent event? Most recent big one, I suppose, with the cycle.
Cycle.
Peloton. We've done many Pelotons. The Peloton Challenge has come back this year. It's actually, we didn't do any last year, but 2023 it started.
Pelotons have come back in full force.
Yeah, if you want to talk about if anyone's watching and hasn't even heard about the Peloton Challenge,
I was trying to work out the figures the other day. So the Peloton bike is effectively 40 people on a bike over 5 hours in one day, and split between two bikes, 20 people on each bike, 15-minute slots, and they do a collaborative team score, not between each other. We put their two scores together and give them their team score.
Yep.
We need to set up on a chart actually of all the teams.
So everyone's teams. Yeah.
So we've got Vinci, red.
Yep.
Network round.
Oh wow.
And it's been pucker.
They're great days.
Now we've got it down to T in terms of how to set the bikes up, how to do it. It's quite straightforward.
It runs quite smoothly now. Yeah, we've done quite a few times.
Yeah, but it's simple. Load the van up night before.
Although they are a fucking pain to carry around them bikes.
They are heavy,
oh my god, because they're like heavy. They're not too heavy, but they're heavy and also
they're heavy at one end.
They're the worst shape ever. Such a shit shape.
One end's fragile with a screen on it, and the other end's just like lead.
Yeah, and it's so awkward.
And I think that's the reason I'm suffering my back quite a bit at the moment. See, just those poxy things. They've been great. But when you look at it, like people say, how many people each day we get 40 people exercising in a day that they normally wouldn't exercise like that. But we've done 5 of those already this year. So
this year, I think we've done 5. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's for 200 people across the 2 bikes, effectively. Give or take a few people double up on their people, but pushing towards the 200 people. X amount of minutes, X amount of miles have been ridden, all in the name of construction sport on behalf of their companies. So I like that one a lot. That's a good bread and butter.
No, it really is. And I've had a few people, because you weren't at one that was recently, and there's a few people that say like this sort of, it's going to get me back into cycling, just get me back into having cycling, and it gets people then back into a routine of doing exercise after, and it's just there's no cons.
There was
it's
2
so
people
beneficial.
who definitely said it, and there was a third one who said a similar story, but to the point of I didn't realise I could cycle because my knees are bad until I got back on the spin bike. Yeah. And I think they don't do that in their own time.
No, you don't, because you don't think about it. It's completely understandable.
Because it's on work time, they go, I can have 15 minutes,
15 minutes
away from the desk. Go on then, I'll have a go. And they have a go, oh, my knee's actually all right. That was good fun, that.
Exactly, I like this.
And next thing you know, they're full cycle lycra.
Yeah.
So,
like Jeff Vincent, for example, is an example.
Look at Jeff's passion for cycling because of us. Yep. That's what we've done. We got him into cycling.
Claire Yelland.
She
hadn't cycled, I think, ever.
She's got a new mortgage. She took a mortgage out on a bike. So
she just bought a new bike, has she? I didn't know.
When we got back from...
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know she bought one.
She got bike. She's like, I've done it.
Fair play. A bit late, but...
So then the fact that... And massive thanks to Claire off the back of that. She's asked us to do the bike ride to the CITB Top 100.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. That's our next big challenge as well.
That's going to be good. And we've had multiple ladies sign up, I saw last night as well. So I was this is the one I really like. What is happening a lot at the moment.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Is we are naturally bringing in an inclusive
demographic
of people to our events without even trying.
We're not forcing it.
No.
We're not tokening anything.
No, it's amazing. It's run on Thursday. We're doing a run with Mates in Mind, partnering up with them for Chris Rogers' the
500 miles
for
of
that,
DPE.
and there's girls and guys all over it. What's going to be great. I think Katie's coming along as well, just to support us. Obviously working from ours. Laura from Mates in Mind. I think she's coming. She's not running, but she's coming to support it. But our event it's great, and I really want to. I would love the industry to focus more on that of not pushing the narrative of. Pushing the narrative of trying to get certain demographics in, because I think it's more damaging than good sometimes. Yeah. And here's actually a reason why. I think I've said this on a previous podcast.
I think you've actually said like this similar thing on our first podcast when I said to you as well. Yeah. I'm doing it again.
But there was a person who wasn't a young whipping-snapping teenager being shown as a machine driver at a certain event that I went to. And it was all about how this person is this demographic is now machine driving, how it's given jobs to the community. And I was like, okay, fair enough. But the people watching this screen of this certain person was 4 or 5 teenage lads, and it just didn't appeal to them whatsoever.
Didn't resonate.
No, it didn't resonate to them at all.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of, I ain't going to go into detail because I'll be hammered for it and I'll be the worst person in the world. But if anyone wants to speak to me in private, I'm more than happy to do it.
Yeah, just message him on LinkedIn. He's got loads of time.
But it was like when these 5 kids have looked at that and gone, I don't look that cool, actually, does it?
Yeah.
Because it didn't look that cool.
No.
No disrespect, just the truth. But that in itself, I think, is the reason why we aren't doing any construction-based campaigns on attracting young, up-and-coming kids.
Yeah.
In terms of boys and girls, not just lads. I'm saying
just
kids,
anyone,
teenagers coming up who know they're little bastards at school, whether they're female or male, or toasters or microwaves, whatever they are these days. There is a demographic of people there who are just people who aren't too divergent in the school. Is that the word? I don't know.
Well, academically gifted.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So they're the people who are our prey, and we really should be targeting our media around campaigning to get those youngsters into the machines. And there's a 13-year-old lad at Gallagher Construction.
I saw that as well, actually. Yeah.
Now, I'd love to see if they push more on that. But I know all the sites I go on, all the heavy, they all say you have to be 18 to drive. You can't even get, you could used to come off a building site at 16 but some of them wouldn't even let you have a machine ticket until you get to 18. So
Yeah.
they've got this 13-year-old.
13-year-old, he was crowned youngest, wasn't he, in this country?
So
digger
I'd
driver.
love to see what the crack is there. It all goes down to insurances and risk assessments that they'll say no, but it's like, we're so desperate. Why don't we push that? Why don't we get kids passing these courses at college or at school? So when they do come out, they're not going to, all right, fair enough, they're not going to go straight into a site and start digging around gas mains, but they've got
Like
a
you.
ticket. But they're going to have a ticket they can just get started on. If they come out of school and be like, you've got this and that, you can go to college and learn to become this or that, but you've got to start scratch. Or you can use what you get the ticket you got already. You're taking your 13-year-old lad with a digger.
Yeah.
You could walk straight into this job and earn good money. And then I guarantee you, those people go, I'll have a bit of that.
Yeah.
So
It's just changing the stigma as well, isn't it? Because I'll admit myself, because I'm 22, so school wasn't too far away ago now. But I just remember thinking like construction, no, fuck that. That's not like, is that not like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on the ground. I don't want to be blah, blah, blah. And also the stigma is,
you're a lazy prick.
To be fair, it took me like 25 minutes to get one in.
No, joking.
But do you know what I mean? The stigma of like, oh yeah, no, I'm not an idiot. I can do better than construction. Blah blah. The stigma around this. The stigma is, if you're going to go into construction, it's because you're just thick.
Yeah.
But that's just not necessarily what it is at all. Because after spending 2 or 3 years in agricultural sport, when you have guests on talking about like bricklaying, I ain't got a fucking clue what they're talking about. They seem like clever cunts. With the bricklaying and with like the roofing and stuff like that, people know what they're talking about.
You don't realise it. I know the Brit Super Trail lads. How good was that?
Yeah.
When Ash and
Joe,
Joe come in, but they like the maths that a bricklayer uses, literally only from naturally learning on the job. I get it; they have the basic maths at school, but like just working out the stuff they have to work out. So even to making a building, you've got concrete foundation. You've got to make a square building. That then not every one of these jobs has got an setting out engineer on it. They've got to make a complete square. With a brick wall. Now, if someone said to you, go and make a square now, go and work out that 90-degree angle, you wouldn't, like, do you reckon you could actually fucking...
Well, I did have a ruler, yeah, but like, I'd have to have, I'd have to have something. But it's just what exactly like 90-degree,
90
like
degrees.
square rule.
All you've got is a bit of string and a couple of nails.
That's quite hard to get it perfect if all you've got is
And
string.
there's a roof been ordered that costs £50,000 that's going on that.
Yeah, it's pressure in it.
And if it's wrong down there, it's going to be double wrong up there.
Yeah,
So
you have
it's
to get it
literally
right.
like that. And I even
There's a lot to think about.
they'll kill me for it now. Fucking 70, 80, 90, or 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8.
Speaking to your mic, you bad.
Or 50, 56. There's a right angle. I forget what it is now. The measurement is 50 out, 60, and 70, and that gives you a right angle. But I'm going to get hammered for this.
90 degrees.
It'll give you 90 degrees, yeah.
Right.
Sorry. So, so that is where that one comes in. But yeah, it is a great place to work, and we just need it to be. I do think the hours are obscene, and I do think
there's a lot of that. And ground workers, I remember talking to one of my mates who's a carpenter, because obviously talk about you being a ground worker, and he was saying like that's like the shittest job. Like you're the first one in, you're the last one out.
Yeah,
like
our lads on site at the moment, it's just like the jobs I've always been on. You get there for 7, start at 7, and you finish at 5.
That's a long day.
And don't get me wrong, a lot of them you're paid for by the hour, so you earn good money. But in most You get half day on a Friday.
Or
you get a flyer on a Friday. That's that's the good one. You get those. They don't mind doing that Monday to Thursday if you get a flyer on a Friday.
Okay.
But and groundworks, it just seems to be the way. Like, even the house bashing stuff, I think. Like all the trades that are in there do work on the houses. All which work till 3, half 3. Plasterers do about 2, half 10, then they go to the pub. And then
who can we piss off?
The Sparky's just coming to moan. Go into it. There's plenty of trade shit out there if you want to see it. Yeah. But the groundwork is they're just there all the way through. Like it is the shit side of it there. But like I say, over the years I've gotten projects where we're paid by the hour, so you just kind of put your head down and crack on.
Put your head down, didn't you?
But we actually looked for 12-hour shift jobs because you wanted it because you're paid by the hour, and after 10 hours you get paid time and a half.
Yeah.
So you can take home 13 hours money in 10 hours. And if you're really lucky, they won't deduct it for your break. There's not much of that anymore, but I know that was a big thing.
Yeah.
You could get around years ago. But then also you could work 7 o'clock till 1 o'clock on a Saturday morning and be paid for a full day as well. So you could get a flyer. But that
so it's there, but then it's also there's a fine line between that and then carrot dangling.
I think there should be a thing where you just say to the lads, it's a tough one because you want the money. You'll get the same money, but we need to see the same production. But you can finish at 3:30 or 4. You know what I mean? There's a lot of companies out there now, and I guarantee there'll be a few comments to this, but people who sit around for that last hour watching the clock because they clock in and clock out. Look at that. And to be honest, is there an opportunity? See, Danny Sullivan's are getting absolutely annihilated at the moment in HS2 with the way that guys were paid and CIS v PAYE. They're getting paid PAYE money. Sorry, they're getting paid CIS money, but charging the client PAYE, I think it is. I'm not an accountant. Let's get mixed up.
It could be a long day. So you trying to work out.
But with that, these companies are charging that back to the client as well. So that's a lot of money when these jobs are priced on hourly stuff. So if you then said to everyone, you only get paid 9 hours now, even the labour supply companies are going to take a heavy hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Danny Sullivan one, do you see that? There's always they've been done. It's come to light. HS2 referred to HMRC. And I've got no disrespect to Danny Sullivan. I worked for them. They gave me a break 12 years ago. I worked with them then. But yeah, something's obviously going on with HS2. But the big projects like the HS2, Sizewell, Hinckley, we know Sizewell and Hinckley now from cycling from one to the other. Yeah. But they are pushing for staff to be there for long hours, for long days. So where they're going to find that staff, I don't know. I don't know.
Yep.
But it's just one of those worlds of it's not really appealing. And I spoke to a few guys the other day and they said they're looking at doing labour supply down there. But they're supplying another company, and after 3 months they have to give their staff to the company. Yeah, they're not working for them anymore. So they want. I get it. The likes of the big labour supply companies and VGC who are down there doing a lot. They build their whole business around it, so they can really understand it. Yeah, but the client doesn't want loads of supply chain. Really, they want to keep it all tight. And I get that. 51, a lot of politics.
Well, I don't know about you. The thing I see a lot as well, that people complain that there's no jobs going. People complaining that they can't get a job. But then there's employers complaining that they can't hire anyone. So it's like, which one? What problem is it?
There's definitely.
Do you know what I mean? So what is it?
Yeah, there's definitely confusion. There's something not right. Yeah. We always hear it. Can't get lads. And then
not enough workers. Not enough workers. And there's people begging for work.
But we all know there's people out there essentially sitting around not as busy as they were,
twiddling their thumbs.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's like just a bit of how to stir press up really and get people talking about it. But anyway, there's so much work in London what's not been signed off at the moment. So like it's not going ahead because of government haven't signed it off the back of Grenfell shiz.
Oh yeah.
But that's another one. Grenfell, look at that one. Jesus.
How long ago did that Netflix documentary come out? It was only recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So off the back of the Grenfell one, that's
I'll be honest, I haven't seen it, but
more interesting to me than I could ever imagined. I didn't realise it would play a part in our day-to-day work today.
Well, it was June 2017 when it went up in flames, wasn't it? June 2017. So that's 8 years ago. 8 years ago it was now.
But I didn't realise it would play a part in terms of the political world we find ourselves in. So we're now, like you watch that Grenfell programme, all these issues were being flagged. All the powers that be were being made aware something's not right, and no one done fuck all. You know what I mean? And all those people lost their lives in the end. And this is what goes back to the work we're doing now. But people were calling out to say something's wrong. And people from the public, people from the manufacturing supplier, people from previous fires in London as well had happened, and lack of regulation was in place in the way that these products are used. There was multiple things going on over those years that were ignored. But everybody sits back whilst the coin's coming in, so they don't really care. And then it goes Pete Tong, and you've got now Kingspan blaming.
It's just passing the blame.
The three companies. You know, Kingspan's obviously the main one, was come out the back of it. Then you got another Kingspan's rival as well. They got part of it. And then the cladding company, and the three of them is passing the buck. I think it's going to be years and years till someone actually gets punished. If ever.
Or it's just accountability. And we talk about accountability a lot as well when we come to when it comes to mental health and when it comes to fatalities on site. There's almost it just doesn't happen.
We're working on something now,
and that's what the problem is. Anyway, good segue.
So we have created. I've been looking at tech services, helpline services, and something we've not needed much in it, but in the last year since the podcast, really, a little TikTok spell. Since we've done that, it's come to light. We need somewhere to report some kind of central, somewhere central that we can. We're getting a lot of information now about the construction sector that is good and bad, predominantly the negatives.
And it's important that these messages are seen.
Yes, seen,
therefore
acted on.
Yep.
and we have a duty of care to the individuals involved and also to the industry to make sure it's not falling on deaf ears. And that really highlighted it to me on the Grenfell, what happens when information is on deaf ears, you know what I mean? So we've spoken to a few people in the background and that come to light that the industry needs a platform in which this information can be shared.
And what's the platform called?
Well, this is it. And then, so we had a little thing come to it. So I thought, okay, so when we had this conversation, I'll go into more detail about it later on about the people behind this, because I don't know where we stand with the names.
Yeah.
But I realised then, I went, I understand what we're saying here. We need a central system for literally reporting all the hazards and alerts in the industry. Now, I worked in the rail sector for 6 years. Not the longest. I'm not Mr. Expert in the rail sector by any means, but I'll go out and do a day's work. But I was on Crossrail for 5-6 years, and I was at Hornsey, North London project there, and then floated about a few other jobs all around London, little one-off jobs, weekend possessions in Essex, London and Kent and Hertfordshire. And I noticed then that if something goes wrong, say you've all got this water on site, it's contaminated. Dodgy water.
I'm not far off. That's right. Very good example there.
I'll have a bottle. I'll wake up in the morning with a Dickie's tummy, and I will say, I've been at work yesterday and I've now got terrible shits. Then suddenly 10 people in that same group of lads have all got the shits. That will then flag up as an issue. There's something happened within the job yesterday, giving all these lads the shits. So you raised the point, and Network Rail put out there, there's bottles of contaminated water going around, and we need to. They will send out an alert. They call it a safety bulletin, and it goes out very, very quickly across the whole supply chain of Network Rail, and everyone's informed. There's an investigation pending. Yeah, we get that. But the small cracks in the information, the fast facts, as I chat with Ian Keane about last week, called them. The fast facts are the fact that that's there, that's wrong. Let everyone know. So everybody goes, right, don't drink that water, lads. You get the squits. So they don't drink it, and everyone's okay because everyone's aware. And then the investigation can work out, whatever. But that happens in the same way as if there's a machine fault, there's an arm. Look at Ford Fiesta, recalls on Ford Fiestas. Like if someone ever broken, you get them called back. Same for a machine. If a machine hits someone on Network Rail, everyone will be informed, and they'll look at that machine as well, look at the brand and manufacturer, and see is there a machine fault there. And that's why you see a number of Flannery's, Lynch's, that True Plant, Hunter Plant Hire. They're all innovative, and they're always moving ahead quick with the times with the computer systems on it, because they always want to be ahead of any risk. Prevent as risks as much as they can. So let everyone know. But there's a serious, serious issue in the construction sector, and there's more I'll come on to potentially with stuff what's being covered up at the moment, what isn't nice. But there is a lot of information not being shared that could save people's lives. And there's a lot of things being brushed under the carpet to keep clients protected and contractors protected, what I think is wrong, because there's people ultimately have died in these situations. And I get it, companies don't want to damage themselves, but at the same time, you're going to save someone else's life potentially if they find out that there's a machine fault and a problem, what everyone knew about, but no one said anything. There's suddenly X amount of people are dead. It's not right. So
it's always just better to say something. It's just always
and it doesn't have to be to hammer a company or to bring a company down.
It doesn't have to be because it's
just
a bad thing.
Let them know because we're decent people.
It's communication.
But my theory is, with what we discussed with these people, was we need to create an alert system that people can easily. Now, this is my side. I went, now whatever it is needs to be done easy, straightforward. So we've got 6
Keep
points.
it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid. 6 points of reference. The location of site contractor, alert, issue, photo you can attach, a couple of bits of document. Anonymous if it needs to be anonymous, or if you want to put details in, fine. That comes through to us. We get the information. We're not here to fix the problem. We're here to alert whoever needs to know. So if you're working on a job, say, I've been on jobs before, like Balfour Beatty, for instance, when the guy got killed there, he got his head taken off the atomic weapons establishment 2 or 3 years ago. Now, that alert system to me was we could let everybody know there's been a fatality on the job. This is how it happened. This happened with a concrete pump. You need to make aware. No, we didn't get that information. We were part of the supply chain at Balfour Beatty's job. We got zero information whatsoever. If anything, we got knocked for a few grand as well. So, but that's a whole new political story. But with this system, if you're there as witnessed it, you can just alert us. Let us know
immediately.
Let us know immediately, and we can let Balfours know, or whoever the top main contractor is, that there's a situation on site. Yes, I get it in that note. Everyone knew about it because the geezer got killed. But those individuals can also seek help from us, and we can put them onto the standby teams that we've got in place to help people. The likes of Mark Eastwood and Happy treat those guys to help direct trauma support to the right people. At the moment, that's not done. You get given a little card and talk about your feelings if you want to in a couple of weeks' time. Nothing hears, but we want
in the wellbeing room.
Yeah, and it's just like people we're seeing and hearing. Every construction worker I know has witnessed something traumatic. Everyone's seen something that they can't unsee or didn't want to see, and we want to create a platform where people can just it's simply message in, receive information on how to get help, receive help there and then. But it's not a text message. So I looked at Shout, the Shout tech service.
Was that what it was? Was it
the original
Shout?
one, Shout. They wanted 12.5 grand plus the VAT for their bronze package.
Yeah, I forgot how much it was.
The gold package was 20 grand plus the VAT.
Yeah, it's just
we're not in a position to be able to justify that.
So
and helpline would mean manning some help phone lines 24/7. And that would cost astronomical amounts of money. And our people messaging, texting these days, our people pick up, our men especially, pick up the phone to talk. Not as many as I feel would warrant that helpline. I get it, one life saved is one enough, but we've got the alert system. So we feel we have looked at it, we've done a bit of research. There is a place for all these, don't get me wrong. I'm not to say these tech service or phone lines don't save people. There's clear evidence to show that they've done exactly that, and we can't fault them for that. But my theory is there needs to be some alternatives, and we've built a good rapport in the construction world now, and I think we're trusted by many people within the sector.
Yeah, 100%.
For the way we act. So it'd be done through all our social media channels, really. Just a quick messaging through the alert system, through QR codes. The app basis of it will be built in due course. But that comes with funding again. But anyone can do it. So it's not a case of us saying, oh, we need this tier one contract to sign up for your staff to be able to do it. No, we don't need that. Anyone who watches our social media channels.
Yep. Anyone that feels like they got something to say.
Anyone feels like they want it, just
something.
please let us know, because we can build data what shows the truth of what's going on in construction. So that's not just mental health related. There's instances there, supply chain problems. If a company's not being paid, if you're not being paid, please let us know. We can raise it and we'll go to the top of the people with the trees. So
do we want to call it, like, do we want to say that it's like whistleblowing?
Yeah, whistleblowing is, whistleblowing.
Because whistleblowing is quite a...
Yeah, there's almost
a frowned upon term, I suppose.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
Not necessarily...
The positive.
No, it's quite a negative connotation, isn't it?
We're in a position of ours is alert based, so we just want to know incidents and accidents or anything we can help raise and fix a problem on. Yeah, you could say, ultimately it could be deemed as that.
Like,
but also there's a whistleblowing act out there, PIDA, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Protect personal. That don't test me too much.
Don't quote him on that. Last thing I'll do is quote Steve on anything.
But this law come in place 10 years ago or something to protect workers in the workplace. So if you call out an incident in the workplace, so I said that, Alex, I'm not sure if you've realised, but Will's pulling money out the bank account.
Wouldn't be the least bit surprised.
Yeah.
Remember when he sold those clothes on eBay?
He's the bank details he's trusted with. He's put his own details in, and he's having the money. He's having a 20 quid out of every pound.
Yeah,
probably a pound out of every 20. He's going to another pot, and you call that. So if you did that in the workplace right now, as employed members of staff like you are,
you were overpaid £40 the other month, and we didn't say anything.
Scum. Absolute scum. You're robbing off a charity, you scumbag.
It's all coming out now.
Scratching his head. It's the first sign of nerves.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that one. No, just slip. So,
no, you're joking.
In that respect, if I then said to you, Will, I will deal with you later, you thieving little bastard, I would then say to you, Alex, for the fact that you've let me know this.
Here's a raise.
I'm worried. I don't trust you because I think you're talking too much. I'm getting rid of you. Then I sack you for calling out that information.
Yeah.
You are covered by the law to be protected to not be punished for whistleblowing.
Yes, I see.
So, and he's
which would be completely fair enough because you'd be a prick for that.
And he's going to get kicking. So, but in theory, so you are protected by this law. So you can call things out and not be sacked. Ultimately. Yeah. That law does not cover self-employed people.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So I done a little bit of homework on it and studied it for a little bit, for about 30 seconds, and then
you got bored of reading.
ChatGPT'd it, and then but I done a bit of homework on it and realised that law doesn't cover, and that is exactly why construction workers don't raise problems in the industry.
Yeah,
you call up, you noisy boy, you're gone.
Yeah.
So that is.
And it saves.
Don't put your head above the parapet because you're the first one to go when things go wrong. If you raise a problem on site with me and say, Steve, this keeps on breaking down, this keeps going wrong, this needs to be fixed. In my head, I think this geezer's a fucking nuisance. It's not actually the fact that you're actually really efficient and doing your job well.
Yeah.
In my head, I think, God, he's just cool. He finds problems all the time. And I know what to do. Next week, we're making cuts. Al, just let you know, sorry, pal, we're actually making cuts this week because there's surplus to requirements. You're not needed. So you just put yourself on the front of the line. Literally, you put yourself front of the queue to going down the road if you call things out. So that protection isn't there. That's why they've tried observation cards. And this is what observation cards are on building sites. So you go on these main contractor projects, your close call cards, observation cards, called out cards. They're all different names for it, but it's internal card systems where you can write on a bit of paper, put it in a box, or it used to be like that. Now a lot of it's app based, but that ultimately people can do that anonymously. You know, again, the Balfour's one we've been on site with, they're across the whole country and the whole world. They've got every project on there, and you can call out things that you see or need to be addressed, and it'll be dealt with, and they work well. But you need the buy-in from the people who are filling them in. I always done very well with them, not blaming him trumpet, but I was always a freelance worker and I needed a little string to my bow to realise, I didn't want to be the first one laid off the job. So I just made it my point to raise an observation every single day, good or bad.
Yeah.
So I can play the game quite well. So I quite like them for that. But the lads on the ground, it's even harder. But the idea with this, when people understand it's us delivering this and people can see the answers and hear information about it by watching our media channels, they will go, I reported that last week, and these guys are now talking about it on their channel, and they've addressed it to these people. Yeah, they can, because if you don't know, you're just thinking, it's been brushed off. But that's
what I was going to say. Just put you on the spot quite heavily. Is what's the benefit of this industry alert app compared to it? Because we said there's no incentives, but you head above the parapet. Yeah, what's different about?
This protects the workers to raise the issues that are going on in the industry, and this gives them the security of knowing that I'm not going to report this. These guys, we'll report it for them. But then the workers, and this is the main thing. I thought when I first spoke to a few directors the other day, individually across the week, I spoke to two of them that said to me, love it, how can we get involved? I just want to know what's going on in my business, full stop. I don't care if it's good or bad. I want to know. And that's what I thought. The same thing. If there's negative stuff going on in your workplace, if they're going to get loads of people just trolling them and just saying, "Oh shit, this company, blah, blah, blah," they know there's a problem. Like, it might be made up shit, but if a company likes and respects the place, if someone likes and respects the place they work in, they're not going to hammer a fake app, are they? An app with fake information. Yeah. So it's always going to show something. So it's like, if they can just get some good report back, brilliant. But if they get some nasty stuff back or some stuff they don't like, they're going to
look at and something to work
there's
on.
obviously something wrong there.
Yeah.
Let's try and fix it. So, but the information, we've got 30 alerts in there already, just from what's coming to us through social media channels. We've reported all the stuff that we've had over the years, what I've witnessed and seen, and the way things have been dealt with, and we just put them in there to say what would be done in this situation to see what it looks like. But if people aren't paid on time, companies ain't paid on time. And the reason with the company one as well is 4,000 companies in the construction sector went bust last year, just over. And the year before, same, just over 4,000 went bust.
Yeah, there's a lot.
All those problems, I would guarantee 90% of them had supply chain issue problems. If someone in the middle of the supply chain isn't paying the person just down the bottom from him, below him, that person can flag it up as an alert, will go around straight to the very top of the supply chain and say, there's a hold up in your supply chain. Are you aware of it? They will then know if it's going to, they can do some investigation work into it. Not for us to fix, but we let them know you've got problems with your supply chain. That's going to start impacting your project soon.
Like an anonymous form of communication.
It's very soon, because number 4 hasn't paid number 5 on the supply chain. There's going to be a hold up somewhere in the project, or you've got staff coming to work who haven't been paid, who necessarily aren't safe, or they're not satisfied with the fact they're not being paid. I guarantee that. But they're going to be a hindrance, and they're going to be pissed off and angry. You're going to end up with potentially a site, and it has happened. I've been on sites where all the lads have pulled together and stood down because they've not been paid. They've not been paid overtime. And that happened on a Thames Water project. I would say the companies, but same ones in the spotlight at the moment, actually. But all the lads stood down in the end. So there's multiple ways, and I think the main thing with this alert system, and this is what it wasn't really. This was out. We receive information like this, and a few people in due course will come to light because they've come to us with this idea. And from what we can see and hear is this will save people's lives. I'm 100% about it. The way we deal with things, it helps impact people.
Well, just to be clear about it as well, when people message for our social media channels like they do currently, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok even as well. TikTok's a big one for voices on the ground.
Yep.
How does it link to the, because you said about it, people can text into those industry what's different between them directly messaging us on the app or the industry alert? How does it then link from an Instagram DM to the alert system?
You boys
This is where we come in.
Yeah, I was about to say, so is it to the point where I copy and paste the comment and put it into the app?
Yeah, we get auto response. An auto response with a link. That makes sense?
I see.
So you message us on Instagram going, hi there, I've just seen this,
I've just had this.
There's a scaffold literally hanging off a building.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. You say, hello there, auto response construction sport.
And it would take you to the...
Thank you for your time. Please forward your concerns, your alert to this alert.
This link, yeah.
Yeah, we need auto response.
Need an auto response. Say again, sorry, Will?
How would that work in a TikTok comment?
Well, it's not necessarily a TikTok comment. They'd have to DM us on TikTok.
Right. Yeah. So when they DM or when they comment, we can then comment back and say, please forward any alerts you may have.
Yeah, we can stay on top of TikTok comments.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So we just
say that is a main place where people go to speak their mind. They comment on the videos.
Yeah, the TikTok comments is quite a big one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we've seen, didn't we? But those TikTok comments, I still can't believe it. We had 99.9% positive. And there's people get hammered
people
on
get trolled on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's why I've realised. I thought, hang on, we've got the support here.
But we've got quite a lot of backing.
And we had a couple of people kind of did go for us, and then they other people stuck up for us, and it's all fine. Yeah. We don't know. It's really
people
cool.
Start, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be from now till Christmas. We're working with a couple of companies directly. What's going to be interesting to gather the information and data, but then the information and data from it will be presented to the construction industry to show what it looks like.
And I'm aware that I've referred to it as an app quite a few times. Obviously, that's not
it's
but it is coming up as an app. It's in the background.
The app platform will be built as we go. We've just got to pretty much... We realise that we're part of... Well, when you put it against Lost City campaign, and then we're also part of the Get Construction Sorting campaign.
Yep.
That's a serious reach. And not saying that that's our reach, by no means it's not, but these guys are sharing stuff we're doing, the campaign that their campaigns are supporting us. So we just got to play it carefully and make sure we can deal with the scale of information that comes in as and when, and we know the right people, and we're supported by the right people, because there's a lot of stuff going on in this industry at the moment that's not necessarily going to work best for the industry, I don't think. There's so much... you just got to look at it, what's been put into the set, what changes actually happened. There's not much. And that's why we have got to, at Construction Sport, myself predominantly, but you boys do it day in, day out, is just focus on what we're doing and push our message and our support in the way that we do it, and the rest will look after itself. Yeah, we've got our pillars that we've now come together with, the way that we operate, and you'll see them in our brochure.
We're going to send that brochure out then?
Yes.
Like completely.
Yeah, that'll go online.
Newsletter, of course.
Yeah.
Physical and digital.
Physical and digital copy.
Physical and digital copy.
Yeah, for members to sign up. Yeah. So, but the thing is with it, it's what is being done to change the construction industry. There's such a difference between the top and the bottom of the sector, but there's so many different. The Grenfell thing really flagged up to me. There was a lady I listened to on the BBC Sounds podcast of Grenfell. Yeah. And this lady come in the independent inquiry, what was done. And it was all about how she couldn't believe how fragmented the industry is. Right. Because you've got the supply chain of labour from the top to the bottom, how many people come in. But then every product you've got, from your gloves, your glasses, to the windows and doors in that building, it's all supply chain. It's all manufacturer supply chain. And how many different companies that build one house? When you've got a builder, then you've got a roofer, then you've got an electrician, then you've got a plumber. They're all individual businesses, a lot of them, not all of them. Some good ones have got it all closed shop. But there's so many different factors to it. But because of that, it makes stuff going on so heavily like it is at the moment. Like I say, this Danny Sullivan scandal, HS2 scandal going at the moment, the corruption there. You got Mason Blue 3. That one was come out, and multiple people have been arrested on that. That's all gone quiet. There's the demolition scandal that came out the other year. 3 Keltbray managers got put away. I'm not here sitting and slagging these off or condoning them, but I'm just saying we work in an industry that doesn't necessarily operate in the best ways it should. And when you actually look at what mental health is anyone actually doing anything? And it does go back to and I am set on this, that it would take a lot to convince me otherwise, but something has got to change within legislation.
Yep.
Enforcement of it all has got to happen, because at the moment we're a self-governing industry where we look after ourselves and no one else plays a part in it. And I think that's because the top of the industry really has got a lot of blood in its hands in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One way to put it.
There's so many things. Like we spoke to a friend this morning. I won't say their name, but she said it happened overseas, and they close any sites. If someone took their own life on a project, they close down all the sites around it as well.
Right.
Any associated jobs or any projects within the same town,
Really?
they close them all down, and
Yeah.
they stood them down and done talks with everybody about, you're going to hear about this. This has happened. I'm not saying that's possible or feasible for everyone, and I get it. But the UK alone is so high pressured, especially, well, it is all over UK. It's not just London. There's so much high pressure on just delivering a job. But companies and individuals and organisations and the industry as a whole will never be found accountable for any wrongdoing with regards to suicide or stress or mental health, because the laws aren't in place for it.
It doesn't exist.
No, there's no law that protects, that can enforce mental health related punishment, basically, actions towards them. And the HSE has never enforced any action towards any company in the last 50 years of its life with regards to mental health, suicide, stress awareness and stress management. But the HSE recognises that stress is a problem. But if someone actually suffers with so much stress in the workplace and kills himself on the job, they don't actually punish them. There's nothing they can do. It's outside their jurisdiction. The government doesn't cover. The government hasn't given the HSE the powers to do anything with that. So it just gets referred to a coroner. The coroner then receives a body and they're told, can you please explain the death of this person? And they will go, this person's stepped in front of a train, full stop. They don't look at the behind the scenes.
No, yeah.
And I'm not saying they've got to investigate everything, but if there was 1,000 Ford Fiestas breaking down, you can bet your dollar that Ford will lift up the bonnet and say, what's going on here? Something's wrong. But
exactly that.
you've got 1,000 people killing themselves, plus more over the last 10 years. It's horrific amounts. And no one's investigated any of them. So that is the mad thing.
It's just why people say it's a complex issue. People say, it's too far gone. But this is not really an excuse. And it's like, it's just...
I said it before, and I'll keep on shouting it, but Ruth Perry, the head mistress who took her own life, off the back of the Ofsted report, she left evidence there to say she couldn't deal with the fact that she was letting so many people down based on the school by not getting the Ofsted report that she wanted to. That is a pressure in the workplace situation, what has led her to take her own life.
Yeah, and who can say otherwise?
Ofsted and her employers, whoever they are, will never be given. They haven't been punished. There's people out there, and we're speaking to them, and they're doing a hell of a lot of work to make that a thing. There was a female soldier. She took her own life after dealing with those sexual harassment in the workplace, and then she couldn't deal with that. Took her own life. Nothing's gone against the Ministry of Defence for the fact that that's how even the duty of care. You know what I mean? No one's getting punished for these things. No one's getting held responsible or been found guilty for them. And then you look at this one. You look at that, and we went on this sexual harassment thing, didn't we, in the workplace
a couple of months ago.
with Thames Tideway. But how many people have dealt with anything relating to mental health issues, be it sexual harassment, bullying, all that? ChatGPT now, I promise you now, go on there now and say, look into some cases of workplace suicide that's been predominantly come from a workplace environment. Show me how many cases have come up across the UK employment. Loads. I'm talking hundreds, maybe even thousands over the years. And there's some of the top, biggest companies in the UK, all part of these. No one's been found accountable for it.
Prosecution.
No, there's no law. Yeah, there's no
because the law isn't there, like you said.
There's an article, but if anyone wants it, please drop into me DMs. An article sent to me by a gentleman called Dom Cooper, and it explains the past 50 years of HSC and what it looks like and the evidence behind that. What I'm saying is that my homework, this Dom Cooper who sent it to me, thankfully, he got in touch with me and said that...
Copying people's homework.
Well, the funny thing is, because everyone, especially in the world of the UK and LinkedIn, loves to see someone getting something wrong and hammer them. And I did it a little while ago. I sent something out. I wasn't too wrong.
It was your LinkedIn post, wasn't it?
Yeah, a LinkedIn post about employment, about suicide in the workplace and who covers it and HSC brush it aside.
And this Don Cooper fella told you.
And he said that's not actually factually true.
Yeah.
Fair play, he was quite supportive of it. And other people were just like, yeah, it's not factually true because this and that. And then he sent me an article. And then I said to a few people, please explain why. And I literally, everyone's probably found it quite funny that I got it wrong. I got God knows how much information given to me, in no time. Everyone was like, because of this, because of that, this article. I'm like, thank you.
Thanks,
I've suddenly got every article just been sent to me direct, and I've not paid a penny for it. So I thank you. And it was my highest. It was one of my highest pod. I think it was my highest article, highest post this year. So it was quite interesting. So
makes it look silly.
Get something wrong, and you will get every Tom, Dick, and Harry literally trying to tell you they're right, and here's the reason why they're right, and then you've got a plethora of information. I'm like, thank you.
Knowledge.
They've spent loads of time getting it.
Yeah, cheers,
and
mate.
then sitting there going, thank you very much.
But no, all for good reason.
Yeah, there's one call actually the other day. Actually, I saw it. I won't give the person time of day because he's only one or two people who've blocked me on LinkedIn, and he put a post out about how AI generated posts and all this, and you think you can benefit this industry until you get on the ground and realise you can fix them by delivering stuff like we do. It's not about sitting in fancy podcast studios thinking you know it all. And I just like, and he didn't say my name, and I was like, you can't see, you've blocked me anyway, so I don't see it. And someone else sent it to me, and I read it. I was like, brilliant. To me, it's golden. It's absolute gold. Because you just know these people living rent free in their heads. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so he's obviously seeing us on his other social somewhere because he's blocked us on LinkedIn. But
that's funny. He's blocked us.
Yeah, and I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is hilarious. He's obviously making comments to his network to try and cancel us, maybe. But yeah, I think don't throw stones if you're in glass houses, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, all
good. But no, there's not too many. I think there's only two people that block me, so we're doing all right.
I was going to say, that's one of the only negative things that I've heard. But we normally have 99% of the time is fairly positive feedback.
Certain people out there, I'm not giving them time of day anymore. I'm not bothered enough to give them it.
You sound bothered.
So. I do sound bothered. You're right. No, but the only reason with it is if I'm spending an ounce of my energy on these people who I don't agree with, I'm wasting time when I could be focused on myself, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
so,
true.
But it is funny. But that is all become. I'm definitely not bothered. I promise I'm not bothered.
You sound so unbelievably bothered. You've rattled it. Whoever's blocked him on LinkedIn, well fucking played. The best rage bait is going ahead.
The only reason it all happened is because we've raised a lot of concerns with said organisations, and the algorithms kicked in, and a lot of people got to know us, and now every time we speak to them, they say, "Oh, well, you're these ones. You're these people, aren't you?" I go, "Oh, that's us."
No such thing as bad publicity, is there?
Yeah, especially construction. Everybody knows what's going on, but nobody wants to discuss it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few things I've been to recently what will come out in due course, and everyone in the room is thinking the same thing, but no one wants to voice it. You know what I mean? So it's always good to be the voice.
The voice. And give people the voice. Hence, get onto Construction Industry Alert.
The Construction Industry Alert coming to a platform near you.
Coming to all platforms near you.
Or a site near you.
Yeah.
Basically. Construction Sport Rugby, 19th of November.
Oh, yeah. Let's finish up then. Yeah, so the big talks there. That was really good. But finishing up, events coming up. We've got the cycle, 17th of September, 18th of September, Peterborough to Manchester. Top 100 Women in Construction Awards, CITB. Claire Yelland. And after that, what was there?
You said about Mason Myers.
Mason Myers
is literally in 2 days, so that's a bit.
Chris Rogers. I would have
supporting Chris Rogers
through that by the time this podcast. I'll probably be finishing by the time this podcast. We've got a number of walks. We're doing a big walk with Bar Howe as well, 24-hour walk. What's going to be great. We've got Ben Vanahan's running Iceland.
Oh, yeah, Ben Vanahan wants to run Iceland.
He's coming on Thursday running with us.
He is coming on Thursday.
I'll show him how to run.
Ben Vanahan running.
Wellness Day, 8th of August, followed by a football match with Vinci's.
Yep.
Vinci's have been smashing it with us, actually. I'm loving that. Military trek as well.
Well, okay.
Discussions to be made on the military.
The Wellness Day and Vinci football is in 2 days' time.
Ah, okay,
It's in 2 days. So if we are still taking sign-ups with 2 days
when
prior...
this goes out.
Have we still got... If we're still taking sign-ups 2 days prior, I don't know, that's a bit tight for time, but please come down and get involved.
No, they can't, unless they're a member.
No, the football, you can come watch.
I don't know if I want it now.
Well...
Cancel them all.
Fuck all
bring your boots, please, because I don't have to play as much.
Yeah, bring your boots down to... is it Billericay Town again?
Billericay Town.
Billericay Town FC.
Yeah.
8th of August.
Super T.
Super Trail.
Super Trail course is next week. That'll be a brilliant day.
Super Trail. We're ice bathing at Super Trail.
We are bringing ice bath to Super Trail.
We have two other ice baths on the horizon,
Yep.
await to be concerned across
Yep.
two big projects in London.
Amazing. Ice pass. And then finally, biggest...
Cricket.
Oh, yeah, we're doing our first
on
cricket
the
game.
19th.
No, it's the 20th.
No, it's not. It's the 19th. Because,
Well, you've changed it.
yep, because I go on holiday on the 20th,
Yeah.
apparently. I didn't
So
know. I didn't know either.
I got told Steve, we're away.
I'm aware.
No, you're not. No, on the 19th, you're not. You're the only one here. I'm on holiday that week. Katie's on holiday that week. And now he's on holiday as well. Therefore, it's just you manning the whole fucking place.
For one day,
Yes.
then I go away.
Brilliant.
He's probably on the toilet anyway. Yeah, cricket, rugby, football.
And anyway, last one, rugby, 19th of November, because it's World Toilet Day that day.
World Toilet Day.
Yeah,
We'll be
World Toilet
celebrating
Day.
that.
Yeah.
Peloton. And also, there's going to be
So
a
what were you say?
paddle.
We're
We've got
getting involved in paddle, are we?
Yeah, we're going
Paddle.
paddle.
We haven't played paddle in so long.
City paddle.
Cool.
Up in London
Very
town.
cool.
Paddle.
But no, seriously.
Who said you're coming?
Brilliant. But no, Saracens Rugby Stadium, yes. Stonex Stadium again.
Yep.
Yeah, 19th of November.
19th
That'll
of
be a big
November.
one.
It's big. It's
That's a
bigger
big
than
one.
we
They're
had.
always great, the rugby
We had
days.
150 people last time. We're doubling it this time, and we're getting another match there.
Mm-hmm.
Match has been confirmed. We have 2 matches. We're going to have a massive dinner afterwards, and we are going to pull the pin on the Christmas party celebrations.
Well, hey.
Mid-November.
Yep.
Get your parties up.
Yep.
Get your parties
And
started.
sometimes we failed to mention this. If any events take your fancy that you've heard in the last 10 minutes, you just find out more on the website. Just go to the website. You can get involved.
Like
you can
and subscribe.
You can get linked on and signed up onto the website. It's
If you want to become a member as a business with construction sport, that is
Yep.
going forward as heavily charged as we can now.
100 Club
100 Club, it is £100 a company, £100 per month per company.
£1,200 a year.
£1,200 a year, £1,200 can cover the support that we use to fund people who need desperate help. That works out to be with the companies that we help to support them, works out approximately £1,200 per person.
Yep.
So by covering your membership, you will help cover one of those for us. And as
Therapy
well,
for
you
a
help
year.
support the likes of whatever's going on behind the scenes here.
Our wages, our funding.
Yeah, all that. And then
Everything,
when we have
everything.
events, and we do a number of events, and we're
Help
going to do a
us
few
run.
more. Yeah, we're in a position at the moment where in the last year, things have really just took off a bit, and we've had to kind of balance the boat a bit, and we're getting there again. So I reckon 2026, we'll really see
Really have
a few big events that I've got planned to raise some substantial money
Yeah.
to directly support people.
No, amazing. So
Who
exciting
need
things
it.
coming. Exciting things coming. Exciting things that have happened, and we're pushing, banging the drum still.
I'm going on
Still
a podcast.
going strong.
I'm going on the Stabila
Are you
podcast.
cheating? He's cheating on us.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe that shit.
I'm going up
You're not
north.
going.
You've got,
It's up north.
you got to rig it.
Me and
Destroy the set.
Yeah, just sabotage the shit out of it.
Lost City campaign. I know it's the part of that. And Lost City, they've asked me to podcast. 30th of September.
Yep, I'm away.
Good. The 30th of September is the Get Construction Talking Mental Health in
The summit.
Construction Summit.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yep.
Top of the gherkin.
Top of the gherkin.
Top of the gherkin.
the pickle. Top of the pickle.
Top of the pickle.
Harlot Pinching on top of the pickle.
Top of the pickle, dear.
Yeah, we are going there. So if you're, it's a free registration. There'll be something in the link. I'm sure the boys can put in this comment.
Yeah.
But Fred Mills is head
Description.
from B1M who's been supporting us. Massive thank you to them. Big thank you to Lost City campaign once again.
Yeah.
There's awards. The On Tools Awards is coming at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah,
Will be
on tours
good.
will be again, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'll be superb.
So-
CITB Top 100 Women Awards.
We've covered that. So, but
yeah.
I think that's it. Well, I'll be honest, Steve, it's been an hour and I've had enough sitting across from you.
Cool. I'm going to get my son and going jiu-jitsu.
Enjoy that, pal. Have a good evening. But
Thank
yeah.
you for your hard work, lads, and thank you to our team behind the
No,
scenes.
listen, mate. That's all good.
All right,
Thank you for
that's
trusting
enough.
us.
That's enough.
That's enough of being nice. That's enough being nice.
That's enough. It's all about you,
No,
right?
yeah. How are we doing for time, Will? I had to get that in.
Probably got to go and get something to eat.
114.
1:14. Why 14 we're done? Steve?
See? Alex Davis.
Cheers, pal. Thanks
Oh,
for
how
coming
was
on, mate.
Beefer? Come on, our Beefer stories.
We were so close. No cuts. Beaver was good. I had a good time. No, I've just come back from holiday and it was fun.
That explains the rash.
Yeah, brilliant. Go on, fuck off.